Well, we're talking about Church League ball today. The finals of the game was just concluded for the 75th year of Greater Fairmont Council Churches League. And I've got the director through the years with me who has refereed and set this up along with Allan Copenhaver of the Baptist Temple for this year, Reverend James Saunders. So I'm going to talk to him about the years. He and I have been involved for years and years and years with Church League ball. And so, James, to begin with, tell us about the Church League in general, why you've done it, and the benefit that it has to the students of Marion County.
Well, first and foremost, the Greater Council of Churches sponsors the Church League program, and a big shout to them, because without the Greater Fairmont Council of Churches, the program wouldn't go on. And it's been a blessing to be part of it. And as one of our first rules mentions, that it's for all boys and girls who cannot or does not play high school or junior high basketball. So it gives them a chance to play, and it's so much fun to watch them. And a lot of kids learn a little bit about what basketball is about when they watch it on TV, when they get together. And you and I both know we've had some phenomenal coaches through the years. I mean, people that are in all walks of life, but from judges to professors and it's really great to know that they take a part of that.
Yeah, Ronnie Retton even coached St. Anthony since a couple championships in the junior division. All right, so this year, James, we had to postpone it like all SWVSSAC games. Started late. What were some of the other differences about this year doing Church League ball, even though it did come to a successful conclusion?
Well, it definitely was an abbreviated season. We only had the senior league, and we only did it for 4 weeks. But every team played 10 games, which was amazing for a 4-week program. And we followed, as you said, the WVSSAC rulings, where the fans that came in were only immediate family, and they social distanced. They had to wear a mask. We didn't have a jump ball. So we followed the same thing. It was just abbreviated, but a big shout-out to coaches and players, because we had no problems whatsoever this year with anything.
Okay, you were able to use Barnes, thanks to them for the use. We had to alter where the games were played. And it came down to two excellent teams in the championship. We want to talk about that game and let people see a few of the highlights. So tell us anything about the championship game as we get ready to preview it, and whatever else you would like to say.
Well, the championship game was a championship game, and it really did pit the two best teams that we had in Church League, Chestnut Ridge from Morgantown and the Bellevue group from the Bellevue area. Both of them had a season record of 9-1. Matter of fact, they played each other twice. Chestnut Ridge won the first game by 12 points. Bellevue won the second game by 10 points. And the championship game, Bellevue won by 2 points. So quite a championship.
Tell us about some of the players involved, and anything else about other players during the year also that stood out in your mind, but we do want to concentrate also on the kids from the championship teams.
Both teams had almost the same team that they had the previous year. Chestnut Ridge, all the boys were sophomores last year. They're juniors this year, and tremendous group of kids, well coached, just some ball players that kind of amazed me they didn't play high school ball. Bellevue had the same group. They picked up a couple new players, but that really helped them. But they were aggressive, and to be honest with you, their defense is what won the game for them.
Okay, very good. Well, I think since when you may make mention of some of the players during the preview as we pick out some selected clips to talk about, and so let's do that and get your comments from those. Reverend Saunders will narrate the portion that will be coming up of the game between Bellevue, primarily the Highland Avenue area, and Chestnut Ridge from Morgantown. They are in the black, and Bellevue is in the blue. The game was played on Wednesday, April the 21st at Fifth Street Gym, and the team in blue won 59-58. And so we are glad that you can join us for the game, and we'll now listen to Reverend Saunders' comments.
The referees are David Tucker, Charles Eccles, and Sarah Carbert. Player was out of bounds when he caught it. The boy with the ball here is Ethan Mara, tremendous ball player. But to be honest with you, they did a great job of defending him. Yes, Morgantown. Great group of kids, great group of kids. Well followed by their parents. Come out to watch each game. Zach Haufe makes the first 2 free throws. In and out. Todd passes over to Zach Toothman. Back over to Evan Dennison. Well guarded. Big number 5 for Bellevue is Brandon Michael. Great football player for Fairmont Senior. Evan Dennison, nice move, nice bucket.
You also knew these players.
Oh yeah, I got to know the Morgantown group last year and watching them play this year. And of course, I know the Fairmont Senior kids.
In some cases, do these players just not want to play high school basketball?
Well, probably a combination. To be honest with you, a lot of times people that score a lot of points in church league think they could play high school ball, but it's a different arena. And although there are a couple boys that I know could have played high school ball, but just didn't want to do it.
I think as we talk and watch these kids, they're all pretty athletic. I mean, they put up a good game. I was surprised. This was the first year, as you said, that there was not a junior league, and we hope that churches around the area will commit to finding some 4th through 8th graders, because we've seen a lot of players come up that way, play high school ball and even beyond. So 4th grade's a great place to start playing church league.
You're right, and COVID prevented it, I'm sure we all know, and I really believe we'll once again have a large junior turnout. It was a tough thing to try to get the scoreboard and the game going with the camera with no place to set it. But this is close to the end of the game. Bellevue basically had a 7 to 8 point lead most of the game, but Chestnut Ridge really came back. So we're here at the end. Ball being taken out by Hall. Long pass down court. Caught in there by Mara. Good pass over to Gibson. Back to Mara. Behind his back. Well defended. Mara in by Hall. And the ball thrown away. Bellevue gets the ball. Probably less than 5 minutes here. Dennison over to Toothman. Yes. Yeah, they're trying to. But Evan takes a shot off. Rebounded by Chestnut Ridge. Coach wants a foul. They call a foul, and it's 1-1. So walking down court for somebody for Chestnut here to attempt a 1-on-1.
Now, in the heydays, you've played a lot of different championship games at Fairmont State, at Barnes, and was this the first time you played one at Fifth Street, or this?
No, we've done this before at Fifth Street. With COVID and everything, it's hard to get into main school facilities, so this was a blessing to be able to use this. Long three. Rebounded by Mara. Bringing it up court. Once again, well defended. Ed Tayshawn, and he's fouled.
Okay, last year, who won? Did Chestnut Ridge win last year?
No, Chestnut Ridge once again last year finished second behind Southridge. Yes, and that was also a good game. Once again, I want to remind you, all those boys were sophomores for Chestnut Ridge. They're juniors this year, so next year may be their year. Nice shot for 1-1. Zayshawn Meade. Yes. Meade for the second shot, and it's out. Timeout, Chestnut Ridge. Good timeout.
You're the one keeping the scorebooks in time, or just one of those things?
No, I just kept the stats, how many times they shot, rebounds, assists, and we had Jim Dennison on the scoreboard, and Mr. McDillon on the clock. One from Chestnut Ridge and one from Bellevue. Foul on the floor by Meade. I guess they're checking to see if it's a double bonus or a bonus.
I want you to also clarify that these referees are all certified, too.
Yes, all three referees, all the referees we have for Churchill, including myself, are certified with the Mon Valley District and all SSAC.
So you're getting good refereeing, and you can tell because none of the players are complaining or raising even an eyebrow.
Well, not this game. No, kids will be kids. We remember yelling too, don't we? Missed both shots. Now full court press, trying to keep Bellevue from doing it, but they bring it up, get it under, and shot by Dennison. Good. Extends the lead. I think at this point it was 4-point lead.
It's nice passing without dribbling. Ball moving.
There's Mora. Nice long shot. Way short. Unusual for that young man. Good rebound by Dennison.
And I also want to give a shout out to Allan Copenhaver, who's doing the camera the first time for him in an awkward position, but did a great job.
Yes. Allan is the director for the Senior League, and a true blessing. And
I need to tell him that if he preaches as good as he runs the camera, he'll be loved.
I don't know. He's a Baptist, DD. We got to watch him. Good man. He's got a son that's a pretty good ball player, plays for East Fairmont High School.
Plays with your grandson.
Yes, he does. And a 3-point shot by Chestnut Ridge. And that finished the game, 59-58.
Well, we got the game finished here. Give us a rundown of the stats that you so modestly took care of.
Well, for the second place team, Chestnut Ridge, Hall had 17 points, Mara had 9, Haufe had 14, McDilda had 5, Arnold had 4, Gibson had 4, and Braden Bellamy had 5 total. And for the winning team, Bellevue, Dennison had 16, Michael had 2, Zach Toothman had 5, Koby Toothman had 11, Greynolds had 11, Meade had 9, and Newsom had 6 for a total of 59 points.
James, I guess I want to ask you now, what's ahead and what's now? Do you hope to continue this in the years to come?
Oh, yes, most definitely. I believe we'll continue Church League basketball, have, once again, as many teams as we had in the past. You know, it's really funny when you were talking there. I remember you, DD, in the championship games, sitting up in Episcopal Gym, broadcasting it live on the radio and singing your song.
And and Jim Kerr was helping. It was called the Church Today, and Mr. Havlicek was in charge of it at that time. We got interviews with him, and we got an interview with Ronnie Retton, whose daughter, Mary Lou, was one of the cheerleaders for St. Anthony. So we have a lot of memories of the past history of the Council of Churches. And
you know, Dee Dee, I still remember the leading scorers for all time in Church League. In the Junior League, it would be Jerry Retton, Ronnie Retton's youngest son. And in the Senior League, it would be Steve Nannercola that scored the most points in one game in Church League. But the neat thing is to see the ones that are involved in Church League, like Don Downs we talked about, who come back after playing and become a coach and even a worker for the Church League program.
Yep. Well, keep it in mind. If you got a child you want to play Church League ball, keep it in mind for next year. If you'd like to support a team, if you'd like to coach a team, get your church involved, we'd like to see that happen for next year. So this is the 2020-21 Church League. Actually, it was 2021 only this year. So for Reverend James Saunders, myself, DD Meighen, we thank you for watching, and have a good day, be good, and be a blessing.